jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? In reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. Want the money and fame.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now Rosen on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. Hill shedding the tackle. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Butker now to kick this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They're going to look to throw. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, here's Rosen. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Barkley, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with D'Angelo Henderson, and he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 3rd down. That's Henderson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They're going to try and throw, eluding the pressure right. To the right side, complete to Taylor. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. First down, it's Rosen. Flush to his right. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. That's complete to John Ross. And he's taken down inside the 30. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
No. Check. Patriot.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Powers through him. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chief. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Detroit!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Leopard!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 21-0. Butker now to kick this one away. And Denver getting set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Dancing to his left. And he lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. He finds his target, Fuller. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Not only is a slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a 4th down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. First down carry for Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another 1st down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 1st down. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. So we have come upon halftime here in Week 17. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll set up a throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over, over, over. Over, over. Check 13. Check 13.
Now back to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And it's fielded at the 34. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
Here's Rosen to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Rosen on 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the play.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's the fullback, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Butker now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll go to Barkley again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Broncos on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's a give to Barkley. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And they're going to go for this.
Right, now,
just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the third now in New Orleans. And the Saints have scored again, enjoying a comfortable cushion. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Check. Check. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They go play action. It's Rosen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Rosen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They're going on 4th down. Rosen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the 3rd.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Again, it's Barkley. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, boys, got 4 down. Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Check, 42 to Mike.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Broncos on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This from 54 yards away. And McManus able to put it through. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And now here comes Kansas City. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the play. That's the #2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be #2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be #1.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Rosen. He's got the hook up with Conley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now Rosen on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
And now it's Rosen looking, breaks a tackle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9.
Gone!
Fourth down. Here's Rosen. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! Gone!
They're going to look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKenzie. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays...
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Demarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Saquon Barkley. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Gone. Detroit.
He'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Butker now to add the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. Butker now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.